You know, it is the time of the week again. Elise, what have you in this time for us? Well, you have a great taste and a great questions, my friend. I know you do. But also, I'm gonna tell you, if you want to see any horror game, leave them in the comments down below. I will check them if they're interested and if they run. Because you know how I go in indie games. We are not friends, so you're not friends. Well, welcome back to 3 Scary Games number 50. It's 50? Probably 50. 50 or 51. Oh, you get the thing. I'm almost doing a year on the horror games. So, almost doing a year on horror games. Almost. Well, basically, I have 3 interesting games for you. First game is called The Man in the Attic. It's a short horror game, but the experience is close to heart and is actually amazing. For a short horror game, it's rather amazing and deep story. Is the man in the attic real? Is the man under your bed real? Is the man from the window real? I don't know. And I never know what your nightmare was, but is your nightmare real? All questions we ask. And you'll see in that game number 1. Game number 2, however, well, we love exploring stuff. I love talking about abandoned places, caves. Well, as a kid, we love to explore caves. But this time we explore the catacomb, and well, things are never going. Things are not always going like planned. So, what happens in the catacombs? Well, you have to find out by watching yourself. And then let's say it's like this. I'm starting working for Nexus Nova headquarters, and I'm the new security guard. And then like this night, well, let's say this night was rather weird and crazy. And I don't know how to explain it. It was like a weird first work day. What happens on the work day? Well, let's not. Well, let me take you on the work day in game number 3. In security booth. Probably the people that are like familiar in the horror scene have probably already seen what's happening, but hey, first time playing for me. Of course, I've seen it already a few times, but like post memories. So, and with that, I'm gonna say have a wonderful 3 Scary Games number 5. If you like horror stuff, I'm not only gonna remind you that the Baby in Yellow should have released earlier on the day. If you watch that after this video. First watch this video, and then after that, if you like horror, go watch Baby from the Yellow. So, well, have fun, and I will see you all next week. Enjoy! Welcome to a game simply called as A Man in the Attic. No, I'm not kidding, this game is called A Man in the Attic. Are you not believing me? Well, it's not a real engine game, so... When I was a kid, I often had the same nightmare. I was about this man just standing in my room looking at me. I was convinced that he came from the attic. I shared a bedroom with my brother at the time, and when I had this dream, I often spoke out loud during my sleep. According to my brother, I said things like, somebody is here, there's a man here, he is here. It freaked my brother out in the middle of the night a couple of times. I'm an adult now, and a horrible nightmare is just a distant memory now. Oh, I move very slow. No man in the attic. Turn on the lights. Oh, I'm moving very slow. Look how slow I move. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not kidding. This is... I'm not... Hello? I'm not kidding. This is how I can't run. This is how fast I go. Oh, fast as I go. Hey brother, just want to let you know that you've arrived home safely. Thank you for the invitation. We had a great time. It was nice to catch up. I also feel like I have to apologize for his behavior, but you know the kids are. The main issue. We're probably very tired. Well, see you later. Take care. Clay, but I should clean up first. What are you doing in your bedroom anyway? Then my brother came to visit and he brought his family along. His wife and their 7-year-old daughter. Her name is Lily and technically she's my niece. Been a while since I last seen them, so we spent about half an hour catching up with each other, just talking. After all, I noticed that Lily was really uninterested. I don't blame her after all. Adults taking about for their stuff is probably the most boring thing for a child. A pretty good uncle, so I offered her to let her watch the TV in the upstairs room and showed her all the cartoon channels and let her watch the TV away from boring adults. She was grateful. You know, we in the Netherlands have always like birthday parties. Like how dark this is. Why do I? Night went on. Seemed like everyone had a good time. Dinner was ready, so I was about to go upstairs to eat with. And when all of a sudden Lily ran downstairs screaming, she looked absolutely terrified. I took her a couple of minutes before she could speak, but she finally says this. There was a man upstairs staring at me from the doorway. Confused, perhaps a bit frightened, we all went upstairs, searching everything. Checked the attic, as well as only to find nothing. Eventually my brother dismissed Lily's story, claimed she was probably just getting tired, and soon after she left for the night. I'm once again completely alone in the house, and Lily's story sounds way too familiar. If I go... Time to get some sleep. Well, I understand we have in the Netherlands have always birthday parties, and usually the adults sit in like a circle and usually talk to each other. And as a kid, of course, it is fun, happy because you get presents. Everyone's coming for you, and well, the adults just sit in a circle, talk with each other, and catch up. I always thought it's like a thing from adults to catch up. You know. Is there a man in the attic staring at me? No. According to Lily's story, there was a man standing looking straight. There are noises that are coming from the attic. And no one has searched the attic. No. If you hear noises coming from the attic, you call the cops. A dark attic. You don't remember leaving your door open. You hear noises coming from the attic. Okay, well, time to get jump scared. Ah, what would be the interesting in this room? Ooh, I can't wait to get jump scared. Opening the closet. Watch. Watch. Oh, the scream. Oh. But there's nothing up here. I feel like there's something up here. You might test this. I'm gonna close my door. I can't close my door. Of course, sleep with the door open. Sometimes a strange noise at night keeps you awake. Then you actually search for the cause, but you won't find anything, and you question it once more. Is there? The man is staring from the attic. I can't click anything. And in the attic real. A bedtime story real? Was this not a dream? Was there an intruder in our house all the time? Or were we watched? Was there a man just getting pleasure from terrifying children? Ooh, there's a man staring at us. I mean, as a transgender, like... As a transgender, I'm not afraid of like people who stare at me. You get used to it. But I get in your own home. Oh, hello. That could be way more dramatic. Fear is subjective, but it's not uncommon to be afraid of the man in the attic, or the man in the basement. Perhaps the man under your bed. Well, if there is a man under my bed, I feel sorry for the man. Because, like, let me tell you a little story. I was like grabbing something from my closet, but Neil, thank you for playing my specific fear, the man in the attic. Was this short? Well, let me tell you a story. Like, if you see under my bed, I grabbed something this week. Like, I grabbed something this week, from my closet, but my nail polish bottles were up there, like 3 of them. So they dropped and fell below my bed, or, you know, it's something someplace falls and you can't find it anymore, so you think teleported through 7 dimensions. Yeah, that. So I looked under my bed and it was dusty. I should clean probably under my bed. So if there is a man under my bed, sorry sir, sorry, very dusty there. Hope you enjoy. You know. But I have to say, for a short horror game, it is really, yeah, also close to heart. I never had like the fear of the man in the attic, but I know as a child I was always afraid of monsters wanted to eat me up. And how do I mean? I always had like the face. There's always the face everywhere around, like behind the closet, on the ceiling. You tell it. And that's always came in my dreams, or saw it in real life. But in real life nothing happens, but in my dream always did. They were either like square faces or not, but they always like a square face with like usually 1 eye, brown hair, or like 2 eyes, and they or it had like a Joker face on it. And that was always a fear that I knew if I get close to that, this monster pops up. So my fear of not the man in the attic was the face behind something as a child. So as a child, I can get there sometimes is a fear, but I grew over it, and that will eventually happen to most of the fears. There is indeed one thing. You can fear the unknown, because the unknown is the biggest thing that we fear, but if you have something that you fear, for example, like extreme height, yeah, the best way to overcome it, and I am not lying, is sometimes to face it. If you face it and you know it's not real, and you can, like in this time, walk over a bridge that is extremely high, or go to a mountain, you will be like, damn, and you will get used to it, and you will learn it. So, it is like a horror game, it is like a short, more atmospheric horror game as it said, but it's very real. Like, when the attic game, like, to be honest, if I was like in real life, I don't have an attic now, but if I was in real life, I would like hear the noise and I go up, then the door's open. I was like, no, I'm gonna call the cops now. I was like, nah, shut the door and be like, no, I'm done. So, but I will move over to our next game, and I'll see you all there. Until a second. I thought I played this, but I guess I played so many catacomb games that I was like, didn't play this. So, simply, welcome to a game known called as the Catacombs. Well, as a kid you like to explore more abandoned places as I do. Well, I like abandoned stuff. Or, you know, caves, that stuff. So you decide to find and not try it out for once in the Catacombs. Or did I pronounce it correctly? Let me get the itch.io page in front of me. You've explored caves since you were a kid. This time, not everything went like you wanted. Warning, as you can see, this game contains flashing lights. So, epilepsy warning. So, flashing light, epilepsy warning. So, if you're affected by epilepsy, now is your time to go away. And don't be coming after like Elise. The more I can find out, don't come to me and after saying like, oh, you. I warned you now. Your epilepsy, if you have huge problems with epilepsy, I appreciate that you're watching this video, but skip to game number 3. Are there all those people on? Start. Welcome to the Catacombs. This time, not everything went good as well. Oh, Jesus. Sounds loud. Entrance did collapse. Oh, dark long caves. Hello? I'm alone? I think I'm not alone. Hello? Hello? You ever like... If I disturbed you, I can wait, hoor. I can wait for a sec or two. Can I go in? Oh? I jump scared. Why look away? I can't look away. I was expecting to get jump scared, you know. I can't read. Okay, they warned me fair and square. Hello? 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 I see all the blood and I see the blinking eye. Hello? If I disturb you, you can say it. I will turn... Oh wait, I can turn back. So if you point me the right direction out, I will gladly leave. Ah, conveniently, of course. This door can be interacted with. In a real life situation, we'll probably be stuck. So... In a real life situation. I like, on the point I like it because it is one pad forward. And it doesn't throw it all in your face. And it does what most horror games should do, like it takes you, you're just exploring a tunnel and it randomly throws you at you. Why you're scared? Because you usually get more scared. I don't, because I play, this is 3 Scary Games 50 now that I think about it. Almost a year of scary games. Almost a year. I know the horror sides in and out. Jesus. That scared me, I'm gonna lie. Flashing light. I get epilepsy warning. I get the epilepsy warning. Hang on, I don't want to look behind. I don't want to look behind. I'm not gonna look behind. There's nothing behind me. I get the epilepsy warning. Huh? Huh? To be honest, the game has its positive points, like I like that's just one way forward, or like an extra area and exploring like an unknown catacombs. You'd be like, okay, it goes wrong. That can happen in real life. You can like explore abandoned places and one time you get stuck. But like that, the moment the flashlight died, that got me. That got me off guard. And I think from this point onward, the flashing lights are so distracting at a point that you don't get away the jump scare at the end. So in my opinion, the jump scare have become better. That's the only thing I would say. For the rest, it's like an amazing game because, as I said, that doesn't overthrow you the horror. I should say something, as I said, something simply as flashing my flashlight breaking caught me, and like then the guy is sitting there like, I'm dead, I'm dead. But that got me, and just like exploring the tunnels ahead, and then sometimes throwing something at the player, and then going away, and not doing it the same interval. So for example, like 100 meters this, jump scare, 100 meters this, jump scare, 100 meters that, jump scare. No, just as at random, and that is what, in my opinion, makes a horror game better than others. But only the jump scare at the end have gotten better, in my opinion. Because A, in my opinion, the flash and lights were really distracting. B, it was already clear that you probably walked into a trap. Because all the doors shutting back. I think it would gotten better if you eventually kept walking and the enemy came from behind. And it became a chase. And then eventually you got caught because there were so many doors that took long to open. Like, so simply as that, could have been way scarier. Because you were like, okay, my instinct starts to run to survive. Then simply like, oh, it comes from the front, oh, boo. It felt like that, just like, boo. You know? Jump scare. Maybe someone who doesn't play a lot of horror would have been scared of the shit. And maybe some people in the comments down below are like, Elise is scared the shit out of me. How did you be like, kept like, I don't know. It was expected. You're gonna tell me in a tunnel where there's like one way with a lot of doors, that there either comes something from the front or from the behind. That is like something I gained from like playing a lot of horror, watching a lot of horror. So, well, off to the next game. And the final game. If you like SpongeBob, I think. Welcome to a game. I said SpongeBob, I know. Funny thing, SpongeBob liked a lot. Like, that's just... This is also the reason I always make my intros for my 3 scary games after I recorded all my games. Of my 3 scary games. Because then I can properly say, okay, this comes, and this comes. Welcome to a game called Security Boot. For the ones so familiar in the horror scene for a few years, you know that this has been around for quite as well. I have this ever since I made my horror bucket list, which I talked a few times in my recent videos, and if you don't know, basically when Beware of the Shadow Catcher came out, I wanted to saw it on YouTube and I wanted to play it. But basically around that time I got eventually also on the list of people who got corona. I never thought I would get it, to be honest. Because I've been like dodging the bullet a few times. I was like, after looking, like, back then I didn't hit any energy levels, you know, because corona exhausts you, it takes a lot of energy away. And with like school and streaming also was off the table, with like also schools become harder and harder. Because I had to reschedule a lot of things. So I got a horror bucket list, and I was like looking at YouTube videos again. I saw this coming best again in my YouTube recommend. I was like, I never played this on my channel. I was like, I put it in the horror bucket list, and maybe I'll make it out into a next separate video, or maybe once in the 3 Scary Games. Well, here we are. Security Boot. I have seen it a lot. Where is my mouse? Oh, there is no mouse. I've seen it a lot. I've never played it, and here I am. Basically, we're working. No. We're working in an office. We're working for, like an, like a security building. We just have to check the cars that are not supposed to come in. Leave my security boot. Ew. Oh. How do I check the others? Oh. Oh, it's... Okay, I got it. No one is on the line. Okay. Is this supposed to come in? Exit. Oh. Oh, sorry, sir. Coming right up. Hey, 90 good to come. Thank you for letting me in. I have to check here. Number plate, sir. It's on the front, of course. Hang on. G1269R. Let me check. G1269R. Yeah, here's Steven. You're in. You can go right through, sir. middle of the night. Like, I usually record this at the middle of the night. I was like planning to go shopping with her. Because of... Like, a thing I have... Oh, sir, I can't read your number plate. I can't read your number plate. Leo and 31. Right night, happy that nice. It feels like going in. Let me in. Oh, sir, I have to check your number plate. Leo 39. Hey. The Leo 39. Leo N 31. Oh, you can go in, Louis. Like, you would think asking for a name, huh? Because I could take the car and be like, hey, let me in. And be like, okay, I'm about to go. But I was like going shopping with my sister because ever since I became a transgender female, I've been of course already like trying to shop for size and trying stuff out to see what my sizes are like in female shirts and skirts and pants. That's quite different than male clothing apparently. So, and I asked her to go shopping with me because I notice a lot that when I go shopping on my own, that I tend to like go into the store and eventually like be like headless chicken. Good boy. I was supposed to sick day, but I just got the important miss. Let me know when to go in. Good boy. Oh, you can go in, George Phillips. And because eventually, like, you go in and be like looking for like simple, like say shirt, and then be like, oh shirt, and be like, oh this looks nice, this looks nice, and eventually I walk like a head, like a chicken without a head, you know. Never when someone wants to leave. Can I be like hit? I just get pushed out of the way. X2, XT2, M28. X2, you can go in. Have a great day, sir. I hear that tonight will direct on the most. Excitement is a rush. We are so close to finishing the experience. We had a few accidents. Someone called Natasha and died last week, but it's a award my opinion. Oh, interesting lore. So I start to go shopping with me and be like, hey, can you help me like look for a few outfits? An access. Hey, someone's on the line.
Error code 0 5 0 4 7 7. Error code.
Make sure to talk to the person in the car. They must work here. Check personalized plate in front of the car. If the personalized plate is employees registered, let them in. If they're not registered, must tell them to leave. Only up the gate to employees. Keep gate closed until you check the person's plate ID. Oh, wow. Gotta be at home playing games, but I called in from emergency care. Let me in. AU87UI. If you give me a moment, sir. No, being a girl and all like doesn't work. All that stuff. Oh, you can go in, Alan. Alan, you're playing games just like me. Transgender girl who plays games, but like, shh. I'm over with my sister. Be like, we don't like at least that's what you're buying. That's, was that wrong? It was on the list. Not them lights. But like, I was asking her, because it's like, I don't want to buy something now that I know my size. I don't want to buy something that's like cursed with each other. For example, something yellow or something blue. It won't look right. Hey, what are you doing there? You're standing there, watching. Yeah, you. Just move on. No need to call the cops. I'll keep my eye on you, huh? I will keep my eye on you. Pass A48. Oh, you're observing now. We do procedure here. I forgot the car plate. Pass A48. F F F F F F F F F F F F F F F F. Pass 48 on that, so there's a trick. Oh, that's A48. You can go in. You can go in, Andrew. Sir, I am asking you to leave. He's standing there observing anyway. I'm armed, you know, huh? Oh, don't dare me. Don't dare this girl. Don't you a bit creepy if you're working like a security guard? I feel highly watched. I'm a transgender girl, so I'll often be watched by like, is he wearing tits? Wearing a bra? Yeah, move on. Like, I mean, of course, I've watched a lot because it's like, oh, he wants to look like a girl. He's dressing like a girl. Ooh. But like people sometimes forget to expect transgender. Is ever somebody want to leave or not? But I of course mean, like I said, I mean used to being watched, but so I have like plans with my sister to shop. And to end my story next, but people coming in and disturbing. Like, I want to hear a funny story. We're in the Netherlands. You, of course, like, you go to the beach, you usually have your yellow flag. Like, it is dangerous, but you can swim on your own risk. And red, like, the water is dangerous, you shouldn't go in, you're not allowed. Apparently, we in the Netherlands have a new flag, and it's like at a city first. It's a purple flag. I want to let you know in the comments down below, what you think the purple flag at the beach is for. Like a phone ring or something.
System failure. System failure.
Yeah, I think a system failure will happen after things explode. You know? What exploded anyway? What are you doing here at Nexus? Over Nexus. Oh. Hey, you are the car. No, you're not allowed in. This is Nova Nexus headquarters, right? This is my first thing, but a little lost and running late. Might let me in? I have to check your license plate, the A1493. The A1493. The A1493. I don't see you on the list, so I need to tell you to leave. I need to tell you to leave. Yeah, I know that you're the person who watched me. So, what exploded? Yeah, you know what? You want to know what the purple flag is for? Oh! Did I do something wrong? You wanna know what the purple flag is for? It is basically telling that the water is dirty. And you shouldn't swim in there. It's something wrong. He was not on the list. Okay. Hello, alien. R8EO31. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I sort of.
Emergency. Emergency. Lockdown system activated. Security weapons activated. Oxygen levels reducing. Your families will be...
I'll leave now. Goodbye, sir. I let them leave. Or why not? I shut up! The fence won't move any faster. Sure, you can move on. Ew. Oh! Ending 1? Jesus. Where did the car came from? Oh, I love it. And only ending 1. Like, did I do something wrong? Like, like that guy that came in that blue van, that was of course the guy who was watching me across the street. So of course he wouldn't be on the list. So, and if it's your first day at like Nova Nexus headquarters, you know where you should supposed to go. So that's also a sign that he shouldn't be here. On the other hand, oh, I liked it. It is like, yeah, like in a limited area. And all you know is like, okay, you have to check a list. Is the person on the list I can allow in? And then it suddenly throws you like random phone calls. Like, emergency, emergency. And then like all of a sudden, boom! System failure. And then of course the guy across the street who comes like stands across the street and just watches you. Like, overall amazing game. I'm actually curious what more endings they are. Maybe I should make a separate video about it. Maybe not. With that, the 3 scary games come to an end. I hope you enjoyed number 50. Make sure to stay tuned for number 51 at the end for next week. However, I'm also going to notify if you haven't want to watch the bit more No Zero. That should have to release earlier on the day, so that should be allowed on my channel if you want to watch it. For you, this case, oh no, that's not the bit more No Zero. The bit more Zero came out last week because I'm recording this, of course, a week in advance. So if you want to watch a bit more No Zero, that should be like released last week. However, if you like horror games, there should be a horror game coming out earlier, which is supposed to be, if I'm calling my horror scheme correctly, let me double check. Notion, my bucket list program. As long as I have my bucket list, I'm trying to release more. Oh yeah, if you're a fan of horror, I'm gonna release the baby. I'm gonna make a video about the baby in yellow, and I should have released earlier on the day. That is right. I'm gonna make it still, but in case the time you watch this, it should already been released earlier on the day. So if you're a fan of horror, make sure to say check back and watch that. I regularly do each week three scary games on this channel. So if you wanna see that, ring the bell, subscribe, you know, all that. If you don't know me and this is your first video of me watching me, as I said, I do more horror games on Sword. I'm originally a Project Diva content creator, streamer that also does tons of other games. So I'm more of a Let's Play Horror Divas YouTube channel. So if you don't know me, I'm Hatsune, known as Hatsune Gigi, also known as Hatsune Alice, as Hatsune Elise, and as I told you, I'm a transgender girl. And as I told you, I usually also do Diva stuff, Project Diva or Hatsumika related stuff. This channel, but I also do a lot of horror and other types of stuff. So my if you want to watch that, just search on my channel. You'll find them. If you want to know when I'm live, because I also regularly stream on Twitch 2 times a week at least. You could check my Discord, which is at the bottom of the video description is the link, and in there you can check my schedule channel, or also at the bottom of the video description there should be my Twitter and Instagram. I also post it there every Sunday. I try to post it every Sunday. For the upcoming week. I play from every day there to you shit around life. And my Discord is the best place to stay up to date with this channel, and also up to date with my Twitch channel is also the best place to talk to me. Furthermore, my outro screen will contain a video recommended from my channel to you. It's based on what you watch a lot, and YouTube tries to predict something from my channel based on that. So I can predict it. However, if you don't like it, I highly recommend going to my channel button in the middle and search for the Let's Play playlist. Playlist full of content I've done over the past few years. Chip it in there, something for you. You can put it at random. I know you find something that you like. However, if you're here for Hatsumika content, just search around a bit on my channel button in the middle, you'll find it. On the left will be the 3 scary game playlists. At this point, scary game playlist is full of scary games I've done over the past year at this moment of recording. So, with that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all, if you like horror, next week. With that, I must say, have a wonderful day, and day.
の皆さんどうかつまりのどのみなでバイバイバイ思いついたら歩いていけ心のゴミを